Tennis world number one Novak Djokovic has admitted that there were errors in his travel declaration to Australia and that he violated Serbian isolation rules after testing positive for COVID-19 in December. Australian authorities are investigating both incidents and also considering additional information supplied by Djokovic's lawyers. Now, with the first Grand Slam of the year just days away in Melbourne, the Australian immigration minister is still considering whether or not to cancel the tennis ace's visa for a second time.
Novak Djokovic is likely to face hostility both on and off court if he's allowed to play at the Australian Open next week. The tennis star has admitted there were mistakes on his immigration forms prior to entering Australia. He blamed his agent for making an error when filling a declaration form. Reports say Djokovic travelled to Serbia and then to Spain before his flight to Melbourne last Thursday. The player claims his team made a mistake when they said he hadn't travelled elsewhere in the 14 days before his trip to Australia. The world number one also admitted to attending an in-person magazine interview and photo shoot in December, one day after testing positive for COVID-19. That would mean he broke Serbia's COVID-19 isolation rules. Djokovic took to social media and admitted he made an error of judgment. He said he should have immediately self-isolated and rescheduled the interview. Australian officials are investigating. Authorities say giving false or misleading information to border control could see his visa revoked or worse, land him in jail. Djokovic was only released from immigration detention on Monday after having his visa revoked over his vaccination status. A judge dramatically overturned the decision and ordered his release on Monday. But public opinion has already turned against him.
I think they should definitely be looking at the facts and what has been shown. Like, I know there's been photos produced of around the time that he said that he got COVID, so I think that they should really be reassessing it and having a look at everything that's come out and deciding whether or not he's telling the truth. And if he's not telling the truth, then he should be held accountable for that.
Djokovic, as far as I'm concerned, has just manipulated everything and told lies. So I don't think he'll get a very good welcome if he does end up playing.
Even as his fate remains in limbo, Djokovic is back on the court preparing for the Australian Open, which starts next Monday. The tennis star is seeking to win his 21st career Grand Slam, a feat that will see him become the most successful men's tennis player in history.